Oh, hello. This is Saul again. Here it is, January 5th, 2026. 2026. I think this is the first stream of the new year, and I'm trying to get back on the horse here. We're going to be fixing some bugs again in Darkdraw. Excuse me. And yeah, I got a couple of things I want to do. Mr. Grody, filed a couple of issues. Excuse me. And because he is the person who shows up here, if he shows up here, we will deal with them. There also were a couple of visidata issues that I wanted to look into. Oh, where are we? Open. Here we go. Yeah. Oh boy. About 7 bugs in the last week, and this is how it always happens. If I don't pay attention to visited bugs, I think people just get kind of frustrated, or they just think it's not being updated, and so they don't file more bugs. Generally, unless they're pretty severe. And then once I fix a bunch of bugs, I like to see the number going down, of course, but I think people respond to that and watch and say, oh, I'll file some more bugs. Now, a couple of these bugs here, I'm not sure are current bugs. They were reproduced only in the currently shipped version. So we'll have to either repro those or yeah, I just say they're already fixed. That'd be great if they were. So the other thing here, let's see here. I know that I've looked at these issues just briefly. There we go. Oh, well, some of these issues briefly. And it seems like let's see here. I broke something in broke it. It's a screen redraw thing in one of the changes I made recently on livestream, I think, even as we were debugging something that was pretty tricky. So we'll have to debug that. And yep, I know about the crowded status bar issue. We'll maybe dream up some solutions, and we're still having we have a build failure for a visited package, so for Debian package. Okay, so let's dive in here. I'm thinking, I mean, this is the biggest issue because it's actually actively regressed since 3.3. So before we're going to ship a 3.4, unless we're going to take this bug, which we shouldn't, then we should fix this. And I think those are the highest priority issues. Cosmetic, but it's not great. So that's interesting that after replaying, adding an add call aggregate count leaves the top half of the screen drawn as was before the command. Only the bottom command of the screen is drawn with a new call in place. That is so weird. And there's not a solid repro, which is makes a little bit of sense. And it takes a large data set, which also makes sense. And then, yeah, thank you, MIDI Chef, for finding the first commit. That's very helpful. I figured it'd be right around there, and it is, and it makes sense. So, right, the use of get curses time is called in drain pending keys. Well, thanks for doing all this legwork. This is great. Huh. Okay, so there might even be an easy fix here. Well, no. Oh, let's look at this here. Let's look at the actual code. Visidata. Okay. So in the main loop, 287. Yeah, okay. yes, that problem will go away if we set this to non-idle timeout. It makes sense, but yeah, right. Okay. Okay, so right. Yeah, so the issue. Okay, thank you so much, MIDI Chef. This is very helpful. So we have to set the timeout to -1 because that's what's going to make it actually stop and not use any processor. If we don't do that, and this is how the earlier versions of visidata work, the earliest versions, even maybe through 1.0, it never specified a -1 timeout, and so it always just kept redrawing the screen, and it looks really sharp. Everything is always updated. But of course, then it drains your laptop battery, and your fan is running, and it's ultimately not what people want. I mean, what I want either. You know, I want to think that I'm running overnight. It's not doing anything. It's just not doing anything. And so yes, this will fix this display issue, but at a heavy, heavy cost. Now the interesting thing is he says that when I only change the return value for drain pending keys, leaving the other use in the last line of main loop unchanged, leaving it as a -1. Okay, I'm not sure how he did this, but I think this is the thing. In drain pending keys needs to have a different relationship to this. Now, is it input? No. Drain pending keys. I'll put it in here. It's not. Where is drain pending keys? There we go. So yeah, so what we did was if we fixed one bug by, and I think it's the linked commit here, by making this, factoring out the curses timeout code. So instead of having the curses timeout code be sticky, like it was, where we would adjust the curses timeout and then change it, and then it would get stuck into a non-working configuration, or one that broke a certain case. We instead have this function that returns it, and we're in all the cases, or both the cases, there's only two, that we are calling this timeout function, then it works fine, except for in this case here. So it might be that we can never have an idle timeout in drain pending keys, or at the end of drain pending keys. Ugh. Well, that's actually okay, because it means we're eventually going to get out of drain pending keys, or whatever it's calling it here. I think it must be it's in get keystroke, right? So we're calling get keystroke separately from main loop. Then it wants to end, or in the middle of this here. End of this loop. The drain keys loop, where we're basically getting all of the stuff here. Yeah, I see. Yeah, of course. This is going to return it to. Well, that's interesting. This shouldn't do anything but reset it to what it was. Oh, if it's changed it. No? Let's see here. So this drain pending keys time. Let me see. Do you ever use drain pending? Let's go through there. We do use it in the main loop, don't we? Of course we do. But we have to do it there. That's not a big deal. So it's gonna be able to fix it otherwise. And then this one. Yeah, this is So this is just saying when it's drawing it. If it's been long enough since this last draw, if there's any keys pending, it's an interesting addition here. And yeah, we redraw it, and it's our last draw time. It's basically making sure that we're going to be drawing it right before a keystroke, getting a keystroke. Strain pending keys. Anything in it? Okay, well, that's that. Yeah, so there's these 5 uses. 2 are in get keystroke, and 2 of them are here in the main loop, and one's at the beginning anyway, so that's less relevant. So it's kind of just right here. So I wonder where it's being called. What's causing the issue? So anyway, if he changes the line to curses timeout equals non-idle timeout. Yeah. It's funny how, again, I think I've mentioned this before, this is the trickiest code. Like, you can write a whole pivot table in 20 lines of Python, and it's kind of nice, and then looking at how to redraw, when to redraw the screen is the hard part. Yeah. So we could make it be, let's see here, when's the non-idle timeout? We're in train, not train, we're in, yeah, we're in here. So we could make an idle timeout. Probably the easiest solution for today, I'm thinking. Let me actually get myself set up here. Where am I? I'm gonna pull this. Okay, all right, great. I think that this is probably the answer. We've only got 2 places for calling get curses timeout. Yep, and we're gonna pass in here the idle timeout of -1. So we're saying what the idle timeout is. And this is the idle timeout. And then in the key, the get keystroke case, this is going to pass in the idle timeout of v versus timeout. And we can make one or the other be the default. It doesn't matter. It's a little bit hard. Yeah. Maybe we can make me none and then pass that in if it is none. But yeah, and item timeout is not none. Is none. Is not none. You guys do like this here. This is fine. Yeah, and then we're going to pass in -1 for the other case. And so this will do what he's saying. It only changes it in here. Now, I'm wondering if this possibly, no, it doesn't sit in, well, let's see here. So call drain pending keys. And then in that case, we're setting the timeout to be a, oh, that's going to fix it in part because it's going to time out the key. There's no way, because we call get this drain pending keys everywhere. Oh boy. Yeah, it needs to be sticky. We need to make it so that like you said, only the get keystroke I'm sorry, only the... Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to say this to him here. I think. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, the change that was tested makes the problem go away, but at the cost of not staying in the completely idle state and waiting indefinitely for a key press without redrawing. Should notice this as okay, so I want to describe this here to MIDI Chef so that he can maybe make a better run at it, although I think it's probably going to come down to me anyway. Okay, so let's see. Right, if we change that, so we need oh, hello! La Pinguino. How's it going? Good to see you here. Thanks for dropping by. We're doing some visidata bug fixes for the moment. And you're a visidata user, correct? Do you use DarkDraw or anything else in that space? Possibly even get rid of the this timeout, right? intro anyway. Huh. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I do know you, La Pingvino. Yes. I have only forgotten, and I apologize for that, if you use more than just visidata. But yes, La Pingvino, everybody's got multiple handles except for me. I guess I'm the only person here who's just the same handle everywhere around. Yeah. La Pinguino. Well, good. I hope that they understood or saw the power of visidata. Thanks for sharing it. We have a bug that we're working on here. And I know you're just waiting for another stream to start, but anyway, it's good to see you stopping by regardless. We're just fixing or looking at this bug here, which is a screen redrawing thing. It takes so much work to make the screen redraw enough, but not too much. Just enough and not too much. It's, I was saying earlier, it's one of the major pains of this stuff. We can do a lot of hard things really easily, and then some of the simple things or seemingly simple things are super difficult. Yep. Okay. Okay, so how are we going to think about this here? So the issue is that we are letting it go idle when, here we go. Okay, well, you're welcome. Obviously, anytime I'm here. Like I said, it's good to see you, and check back in if you want. Thanks for stopping by. So the issue here, and I wanted to say also, I don't know if I should call you La or Mr. Pingvino, but I wanted to say that if you come here, this is kind of like office hours. So if you have a bug or even a feature request that you want to be worked on, if it's a big one, obviously we'll be able to do it on live stream. But if it's a smaller one, that'll bump it up in the queue, and we may just get it done. So this is a little bit of a vector into getting features into visidata or bug fixes into visidata. I think the issue here is that our get curses timeout logic Yes, you're totally right about VD-SQL, and I'm not sure if fun is the right word, but it's definitely on our list. And I think the issue might be that I think it's going to be tens of hours of effort to fix VD-SQL, and I don't have the spirit in me right now, but maybe at some point in the near future. And I still need to ping Mr. Cloud, Mr. Philip Cloud, and see what he's up to. Get curses timeout logic is entering the idle timeout. Run too early. So you were saying you're loading, add, call, aggregate. Right? Where is that? after, oh, well, that's a separate issue. It's not just loading, it's replaying. That's what's interesting. So I think if we add call aggregate here, I'm not going to do it here, I'm going to do it on this one, which is already done. So that's a problem. Go over here, we add that, we add call aggregate. Let's aggregate call. No, let's find out here. If I add call aggregate, oh, yeah, that's handy. And we're going to do min. Now, then that starts a thread. Yeah. Wait. We should investigate. Okay, we should investigate. That spawns a thread, and then aggregate groups. No. Set values. I believe is an async thread, yes. So it spawns for every aggregator. That's fine. Okay, it's a thread for every aggregator. Then, yeah. Oh, I see, because yes, that's right. An aggregator can have multiple aggregators. But yeah, so it spawns a thread for each one. So it's loading. Well, wait, this aggregate groups is heavy. Right. Right. So ranking, aggregate groups. That's interesting. I mean, this might be that we don't want to be running them all, but we do want, let's see here. So aggregate groups. Wait, do we have use the rows here? Oh, I see, down there. Okay. Column set values, sheet.rows, and the rows. Okay, so aggregate groups. It's going to return the values. Okay. Yes, we have to do that, and then we're going to call values, and then we can do that in parallel. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Well, let's see here. So, yeah, what are we gonna do here? I want to keep responding. Not too soon. It's like it's too soon after a replay, because when you're doing it never gets updated, huh? After replay. I mean, so we're just gonna do this. We're gonna load it up, and we're gonna type price, do that, and we're just gonna remove some columns. I don't even care. And we'll make the availability be the key column. I don't know. And so we're going to save this off here to issue 2931 BJ and replay that here. Wait, are you? Hold on a second. Okay. So maybe let's just try this. With our data products. Oh, I really want to fix that. That's exactly how this should work. Maybe it has to be the first thing. That's really unfortunate. We really should fix that. So we'll do this again. This, we're gonna remove these things. Sure, price, move it. Yes, key column, save. Okay, so I replay that. Oh, now you're not even. Okay, let me get out of here, and let's first of all reset. And second of all, yeah, we need to not do this. So let's run it. Oh, it's just gonna wait for us here. That's not cool at all. You failed to find command to replay. It says. Oh. Okay, I screwed that up. Not that, but this issue, there we go. Okay, so it was just blocking while it was loading up my million line CSV trying to replay a non-replayable file, which maybe I should be a little bit more, should do a little more testing on what the file is. Okay, this is fine though, it's doing the work, and then after this is loaded, it's gonna boop doop doop, I mean 10. Okay, great. So now he was saying 90% of the time, if we do a add call aggregate on this, and let's just add min max, it will only redraw the bottom half. That is so weird. It should not matter. I mean, unless he's using a split screen, there shouldn't be any. Not really enjoying that. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. Yep. Gonna need to see what's in the VDJ file, I think. I think the issue here is that the get curses timeout logic is using the idle timeout. It's not too soon. Okay, we're gonna look here. So my theory, while I'm typing this up, is that the thread is spawned, or so we call an async thread. What happens is exec async is called on that. And I thought that, oh no, it's not. It doesn't happen until it actually starts the thread. Is that true? Hey, Anya, good to see you. Yes, Lucky Vino is here for a brief little bit. Excuse me, I'm looking at a bug. The most irritating of these bugs here. And I'm trying to figure out, I thought I have added it to current threads, and so in the, what's this timeout here? We're looking to see if unfinished threads is empty, self.threads. Oh, who adds it to self.threads? Oh, it is. It's exec async. So that's before the thread is spawned. So is there an if in that? Oh. Okay, well, no. working, but so looking here again in threads, not threads, in main loop, curses timeout. So unfinished threads, I wanted to see where that was. If is not none, if sheet is not none. Okay, so the problem is that sheet is not none. Yes. Okay, I have a theory that the race is happening here. Here's the exec async. We are setting the we're setting the sheet here. But we're not setting it on the thread. We do set it on the thread right there. Huh. Huh. So maybe the sheet is none in this case. But otherwise, it should be part of unfinished threads before the thread is even spawned. So there should not be a race here. So yeah, you should do the command. You should start the command that immediately calls exec async, because the whole command is in an async thread function. And then that creates the thread, does all this stuff, but it puts the sheet on the thread, that if the current sheet, which is almost always correct anyway. So unless that's none, or it's being passed, I guess there's a chance exec async is being passed with a sheet equals none. Async ignore. Oh, I see. Okay. So it could be async ignore, but I don't think anybody's using that. Or yeah, it's very minimal. Yep. Just attach threads, okay. And so who else is calling async, exec async with thread equals none? Or sheet equals none, rather. We're just going to do a sheet equals. Yep, just that one. Huh. Okay. So that my idea about where the race condition could come from, that unfinished threads hadn't been filled out already with the sheet, is wrong. Unfinished threads here. There we go. Yeah. If n time is none and the sheet time is, or sheet is not none, sheet is always not none, and n time that's what does it there. Annotate thread. Okay, that works anyway. Yeah. So I don't know where the race condition would be then. Because it's in the main loop. We get curses timeout. We shouldn't be returning this -1, which is the only thing it should be, actually, that's causing the problem. Unless curses timeout itself is -1, which it should never be now. VD curses timeout is always just set, yeah. Yeah, only in the case that there are no unfinished threads. And again, there shouldn't be able to be a race condition around here. So it's setting the timeout. To -1 sometime. It seems like get curses timeout is returning the idle timeout. But would be an active thread created from add call aggregate. Oh, unless I'm thinking now whether this is the cause add call aggregate, which is a thread, creates more threads. In which case, perhaps there is a race condition because the thread itself is there, and then that creates these new threads. This makes sense though, because either it would have to be, it'd be done, in which case there's no new threads. Yeah. Could be a race condition. I can't see how it could be a race condition. Can't see how it could be a race condition because the only time -1 is returned is when there are, this -1 is only returned when there are no unfinished threads. Line V2. And unfinished threads are all threads added to VD thread synchronously. Yeah. Could you provide your .vdj file? Okay, well, I think that's it for now. Comment on that. Oh, gosh. These two bugs may or not be reproducible. Respond to that one. I know that we have a... Let's see here. Yeah, I know. Okay, well, so... Yeah. So what do we want to do about this? What is our actual plan for this exact thing? Just press A until it fills up. I mean, I guess we'll... Oh, if we go to 7, 8, yeah, okay, so it's there, they don't jump around. They used to be that the ending sheet was the active sheet. Now no longer. We have the sheets in created order, which is a better experience, I think. So we could put together the entire status bar and then like scroll so that the active sheet is in the middle. It's kind of what people expect. I mean, that's what Excel does, kind of. Not 100%, but close. So we could know that. We could... what do we want to do with this here? We could make multiple rows of things. We could notice if they are to the middle, which means that, right, it could be in the middle of the status bar. Yeah. How do we want to solve this one? I'm going to mark this one as, it's like kind of half cosmetic and it's also kind of a wart. Let's see here, half cosmetic. It's cosmetic because there actually is a usability issue for it. Yeah. Yeah, so I think the ideal would be to know where in the string the active sheet is. So I guess we could find, yeah, we can find the shortcut key. No, we can't quite. Oh, we could find, we're actually producing, okay, let's do this. We could do this. So we're looking at the, let's see, this is under status bar. And so we got the sheet status. Let's see here. Sheet list, right? And so this is cool. And then we want, it's this on-click jump sheet. Oh, no. Sorry, it's menu active. Sure. So we can basically look for :menu active in the sheet name. Now, right, so if the entire thing, basically, okay, here's a possible fix. I'm going to say rep equals this. But if the length, or disk width anyway, of rep is greater than the disk L status max option, now is that 0? Okay, so it's always greater. Who uses this? Oop, there we go. Max width. If it's greater than 0, then do that. Okay, or otherwise it's the, I don't know. It's like some, yeah. Let's call it this is max width. If this is great, we'll just do this. We'll just make this be 60 characters. And we're going to say if it's greater than that, then we are going to truncate it to be around the middle of it. Now, this clipster middle, I mean, maybe we could just do that. That'd be kind of nice. So we're going to look for the index of menu active. Let dot, I guess we'll like find still. String find, I think. Gosh, not that useful. Okay. Yep. So ret.find, and we're just going to search for menu active. And this is going to be the index of that. And I think if we just make it do this, then we're going to make it do always. Look at that. Okay, so yeah, so that's, it is working. Oh, right. So that is working. We don't want that. We want it to be clipster middle. Clipster middle. But no, we don't. We want it to be the basically, I guess it's L status max. Oh boy. Interface stuff is so hard. That is to say, interface stuff is so hard, said between yawns. So yeah, we're going to we want it to be in the middle of this, so it's actually I minus, I don't know, let's just try this for a moment. That possibly work? It won't. Yeah, it can't do that. It has to actually clipster middle. Yeah. We want the opposite. We want a clipster anti-middle. We want, so clipster middle takes the middle out, and we want to leave the middle in. Clipster start. And so that's cool, but it's, yeah, it's like the, oh, what a mess. So yeah, we want a clipster middle, except for it's not. Oh, we could use the clipster clip markup middle. No, we can't. We have to use the we have to use. Yep. We want it to do the opposite. Okay. So I think I have a basic idea of how that would get done. Here's the build failure. Palm says, where was it? Oh, that's right. I think there's actually an active pull request for this. Well, let's at least review these PRs here. As long as we're here, we should have done this first, probably. I think this one was fine. That's right. I looked at this one and I thought about it for a while. I kind of don't like seeing joining sheets, different numbers of columns, 2, 3, 4, but it's fine. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'll take that one. Excuse me. Oh. Okay, so scroll top left, G-O. Oh, G-O does that, huh? Well, I'm not sure. Is that really what G-O does? So I didn't even know that G-O did that. I use, well, let me see here. Readme. G-O, it does, okay. So normally I go home, Shift G, GG. Oh yeah, so G-O. Well, I gotta say, that doesn't really, that is a visidata or Vim-ism. Do we really not have anything like that in Vim already? If not, I'll take the command. I agree we should have the command. Oh, it's not scroll cells. No, it's not scroll cells. It's go, top, left. Now, I thought that we had go home. It is go home. So we can do this. We already have it. Thanks, Anya. And I think so it should be easy. Go, no command. But if we do a go home, okay, this command exists. It's called, this is just go home. Cursor row, yeah, okay, so thanks for the idea, Davy Wales. Thanks for the idea. But I do think if we had is there a Vim? No, let's see, features. Features. I could see us having, we have, let's see here, these ones here. I'm thinking that we should have a, go home? It's not, okay. I'm thinking that we should have a Vim compat or something Vim bindings file that has these in there. And so then I'm thinking maybe it can even be experimental, so it's not loaded by default. And if you like it, you can put those in there yourself. Now we can definitely keep the HJKL ones in there. So that's the, yeah, okay. So let's see here. Let's move. These are the Vim likes, aren't they? So we can add a bind key for GO. Oof. I'm not sure we should bind it to GO by default. Actually, is there a GO hanging around? Yeah, some things. What's the one? Maybe it should be in Vim compat, huh? Oh, this shouldn't be base sheet. This should be, oh, it should be base sheet, okay. Okay, so that makes sense here. Pull requests, and then store source sheet names in a hidden column. I really thought we had a sheet, not the name, but the, yeah, I'm sorry, I think we do have this here. Oh, I see that help to do, and well, it's the only to do in a help string anyway. I wanted to investigate. Yeah, I can't do that. Okay. I wanted to investigate this. I thought that in the join we had actually adding columns here. So all these join sheets, we're adding the sheet column. . 。 . 。 . . You're saying for concat, but I really thought there's the origin sheet right there. Yeah, I think this is already there. Okay, so we'll see if that works. Okay, so I think that may be the end of it for today. We've dealt with a couple of PRs. We can look at some of these other issues later. I probably should respond to these. Okay, good. These, because I think, and like I said, we can look at this here. Let's just try it. G-Alt-A. That seems fine, yeah. I believe this should be fixed in the develop branch. Menu. I'm hoping that the other one is true too, and then we don't have anything to do here. Repeat input selected. Change content of the cell. Let's go here to set the data. Change the content of the cell. Select the rows. Repeat input selected. No recent command to repeat. Repeat for selected. Oh. Why is that replay one? Oh. Herp a derp. That's legitimate. Well, okay. So it's the last one with an input. So you have to select before you do it. Oh. Well, that's not a soft crash, that's a hard crash. Huh. Okay. Well. Well. That's gruesome. How did that even happen? That's pretty great. Oh. Wow. Huh. Okay. Well, that's pretty bad. So that's not working. Oh, well it is. I should be making a copy of it, I guess. It is making a copy, okay. So it's not quite right because it should be making it for the previous input. But even if it's wrong, it should still be not doing what it's doing. So it's replaying the edit. You can't replay an edit. Why not? If you replay an edit command with, yeah, it's got input though. Huh. Current replay row. Set to that. So can I do a replay, a repeat last? Let's try that. No, okay, so that's the issue. It's not repeat last or exec command or whatever it is. All these things. That's interesting. Yeah, they are all actually doing it instead of using the previous input or using some other input. Yeah, that's a bug. That's a bug for sure. So this is replay 1. I think it should be replaying R. Let's see, the exec command takes, what's in here? Oh, it's after, okay. Really? Okay. So injected input is the issue, is the thing it should be using. It's all an input. That makes sense to me. Injected input. Get command input. Should be using that. Oh, I see, but it's not going to put anything in there. Inject input. Yeah, that's, let's see, actually, let's look at the base sheet. Inject. Is that command? Oh, I see. Okay, so yeah, so if the long name is that. Yeah, it's a crappy place to put it, but whatever. How does this work in command log such that if there's an input, there it is? No, that's not it. All right. Oh, yeah, where is it? If I replay one with input, who does that? Get last args. That's in input, get last args. Command input. Okay, so we're not going to use the injected thing. Well, there it is. Oh, and VD command log. It's not VD command log. It is VD current, at current replay row. That's the solution. Along with that. Okay. So if we now do this, edit this, well, select these and edit this. Let's try this again. Yes. If we select these, edit this, and then do repeat input. Yeah, I'm just going to YOLO this here. Well, that did not work. Okay. Okay, let's try the simpler case. I guess I didn't do it. So if we do this and then repeat last, that would, I thought that should take it because it said, I edit the text. The current replay row is set. In this case, well, it should be replay one. Is it calling replay one, right? I'll look back at that later. Repeat for selected replay one. I'm going to look at the sheet here. There's the input. Okay, there's something there. So we're trying to replay and then repeat last. Oh, that's annoying. It's not in there. There we go. So that really should be in that. Oh, whatever. Repeat for selected. Set command. It takes the long name. Oh, it just takes the long name. Okay, that's not a replay. This should be play one. This should be a, what am I doing here? Repeat, so it should be replay one. Oh, with an empty. I see. Okay, so now we would make exec command take a command log row. Yeah, okay. So it's kind of like replay one, no movement. Right? Or maybe it's just replay without movement. It's kind of gross, but so yeah, replay one, no movement. Or exec command with a row. I guess we'll do that. Exec command, if it, oh, now it's going to take a string that could be split. If not, yeah, that's really kind of gruesome. Or you can inject the input. Okay, well, let's do this then. I'm just going to make a copy. if command row dot input wait, why? Oh, that's right. This one's gonna work. This one's actually gonna work. That's fine. It's this one that's not gonna work. This, well, it's like both are working for different reasons. Repeat last, fine. Make a little thing here. Repeat last. It's going to take nothing. It's just going to do that. And it's going to do this. Repeat last. Okay, that's not that. Is sheet. Command. Okay, so not command log rows. Okay. If we have command log rows, then we get the long name, but we first if, so this is the row, the command row, is that, and if command row dot input, then we inject the input. Now, this means you can't have a blank. It's not none though at all. Just gonna do if not, if command dot input, command dot input, and see if that works anyway. I think it should. Let's find out. So we're going to do edit, repeat last. No, injected input did not work. Why not? Okay. There it is. So it should be injecting the input and run the command. For some reason, the injected input's not sticking around here. Command input y. Yeah, and current replay row. So this. Hey. Edit text, right? so replay low is not being set. Oh, in the exec command case. Oh, well, got it. So we really do kind of want like a replay one with the row. And so if we were to do this, repeat last, we actually would be like, okay, there's no command. We're going to do a copy of this, and then command, we actually are going to do that. Oh, here it is. That's a command. There we go. And these really should be in this sheet here. Okay. I think so. We're going to do replay one. Okay, good luck. Will it work? No. Okay. Nope, we want to do repeat last. That. Command log, replay one. Guess. Or visidata. Okay. That's fair. Now do we need this then? Let's try this. I feel like I can edit that. Repeat last. Oh boy, that worked. Okay, now if we do this, edit this to whatever, and then repeat. Input selected, still busted. The same reason. I don't know why. Okay, well we fixed one of them anyway. But why, oh why does repeat for selected act differently than repeat last? Because they're doing, as far as I can tell, same thing. All it's doing is copying the command log row and replaying it. Copying the command log row, it happens earlier here, or in the repeat anyway. It happens here, copied. And then repeat for selected. Huh. I guess it's because it's async. But, oh. Because it's async, what I think what it might be trying to do is repeat the repeat command. Does that make sense? Well, it's trying. They're out of order. Actually, wait a second. Why is it? It should be on exactly 4, 5, 6, and 7. Why is it doing on 8, 5, 6, and 7? Oh. Oh, okay. Well, I know why it's doing it on 8. That was the actual command that we were editing. But then why did it miss 4? And why does it screw up? So, Is it? Yeah. So it actually is. I'm not sure it's skipping for. I think it's trying and then not adding the. It's weird though. This really is trying to do this. Oh, and it succeeds. I think it actually does succeed. No, but it skips 4. Okay, so it mostly succeeds, which of course is useless. But it's not completely wrong. If I don't do this in async, I bet it works completely. So like those, do this. Yep. Okay, so it's the async that's fucking it up. Sorry, screwing it up. And why would that be? You know, I think we should be injecting or queuing commands here. We shouldn't be using. I don't think we should be doing it this way. I mean, it should work or it should error. It should give us some better thing than what it does. What it does is really terrible. So I'd love to fix that or figure out what's going on anyway. But I think the best thing to do here might be using those queued functions, or not queued functions, but well, queued commands anyway. Queued next commands. Right. So next commands in Q command. Okay, yeah, so Q command and the long name and the input. Okay, yeah, exactly. And we'll put the column and the row in there. So I think this repeat, I mean, let's just try this. Let's try this with repeat next. Repeat selected here. It's going to, for every selected row, and this is where we can put this in progress here. Maybe it should be iter rows or something, but we're actually going to queue command with this command row. Oh, we have to set the. Okay, now is what we're going to do. This thing be a copy. I'll call it copy row here. I think copy is not here, so we're going to copy. And then this is the copy of the row, or copy command, I guess. And we'll queue this up so that the copy row, it's actually the row is IDX. We don't have to set it manually here. And the column, I guess, I'm not sure. This is where I don't know what the actual use case is, so I can't quite tell. But let's see if we do this. Oh, and we're not going to make it be async. Well, I'm curious, what happens if it is async here? Unhashable type. Oh, I have to put the copy row. Oh, this is just row dot. I have to copy. What am I doing? You have to copy the long name in here, and then the input in here. And the row equals next. Any of that stuff. select them, edit, blah, repeat, boom, go. Okay, so queuing the commands works great. We can either use, we can have it be async, that's fine. Yeah, I think we're fine to keep it async for now because we're going to, we might be a very big sheet, and in order to scan through the, I mean, it sucks we have to scan through the sheet in order to get the selected rows. Honestly, the selected, well, we can't do that because they're selected, they might be out of order. So yeah, we kind of have to do this anyway, or something like it. So yeah, I think that fixes the issues we have. And we're going to, yeah, I don't think we need that. No, we do. Do we need that or not? Let's find out. We have to remove that input. We're going to get rid of that. And this is not. We're going to take that away. It's going to be this B. I don't think that's. Always have a command log. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's just unnecessary. We're going to add, not that, this, not that. Oh, yeah, I don't need that more copy even. Yeah, this is looking a lot cleaner. Okay, so here we got the repeat for selected. Fix that. Yes. And where am I? Oh, I just didn't save it. No. Yes. I don't need that. I can do the Q command. I should be doing it again. Here we go. Repeat last. It's just going to call Q command with the this guy. Long input row equals. Oh, it's current row. Yeah. So we can get away with using replay one, but we may as well use Q command. Okay. And we'll change the others to be similar. No. Yes. Okay. And like I was saying, I think I can even get rid of this copy there in command log. Yeah. Great. And get rid of the status, get rid of that. So this diff is just queuing the command there. Is that it? 2 places. We have the repeat for selected, and we have the repeat last, and both of them are calling Q command, which is much more reliable. There we go. I think that's a fine solution to this thing, and then we can refactor. Repeats 2932. Use Q command. I guess it's just fixing this. It's okay, and then if we go to repeat, rather we're going to go to here, repeat for n, and then those in here, repeat last. Now for some reason these are on command log JSON. Why? I don't know why I put them on there. If we do a git blame on that, are we going to see that I did this in the first place here? That's me. That's today. Oh, I just committed it. Never mind. Okay, let me get back here to this. I will then go back a page here. Yes. No. That's gonna go there. Okay, get rid of these guys. Okay, and this one doesn't have to be on the command log. I don't know why it is. Let me put it on the visidata. Okay, we don't have to do this. We're just going to call Q command. Long name on it, input. That's a lot simpler. And then we don't have to copy it. We just run it. Although, yeah, we can put that in there. Yeah, I know. This is how the stuff gets done, though, here, right? The latest one in each of these cases and not we can do this madness in here. Okay, and then we don't want that either anymore. VP4 selected. We've got a lot simpler. That's good. Boom. Okay, so I think this is a cleaner, much cleaner implementation. I already did do. Some thread out here. And otherwise, though, VB base sheet covers a lot of ground. And there we go. Well, maybe progress. I don't know if I need progress. Sure. Okay. So let's do that. Okay, so that's that, but I'm going to now look at the, I'm going to go back 2 here, check out head -2. Now I have that same blame here and see where it came from. So I was doing this, that commit or the other one. I see. So I had it there, but then it got moved out for some reason. Why did it get moved out? Oh, outside of the async thread. Oh, got it. So perhaps we're going to fix this. We're kind of doing a little bit like we're narrowing in on it. We're circling the drain here, as it were. Yeah. So this is a good thing. I'm glad we investigated this here. That's why they all got pulled out. Okay. Git checkout. No, git checkout for that. What? Not git cherry pick. Git cherry pick. That was a typo. Okay. So git check out. Okay. So yeah, these should not be async, I guess. That'll solve that problem. Maybe a different kind of problem, but it's definitely clean. Let me try this out here. This should all work fine. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to load up that other big products thing. Here's 1,000,000 rows. Nope, oh, replay it. What are you doing? Just open it. I should probably fix that. Okay, so 1,000,000 rows. We're going to select a few of them. And then we're going to do that thing where we're doing repeat input selected. That didn't work at all. Oh, not defined. Okay, that's my fault. That's in here. We don't want to do repeat for n with a command though. We're forgetting it. Okay. So we're going to select a few, edit one, fine. Okay, that was with 1,000,000 rows. That was like a split second wait. Let's try it with a different one here. 5 million, 50 million. This must be only 5 million. Okay. So 5 million rows. And this is going to inform it whether we need to keep the async thread on there. So let it finish loading and see how long it takes it to go to do my repeat thing. Go through all 5 million rows, just seeing if it is selected. Okay. So let's do repeat. Oh, no, I have to edit now. Repeat input selected. Really? Why can't I press up and down? That's unfortunate. Yeah. So it probably should be async. Let's do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna make this one more change here. We're gonna make a visidata PI property actually. Property last command row. do this, like command log row, right? Previous command log row. Most recent command log row. Okay, that'll be a lot easier. And then now we do still do that. Don't need that. We are going to use that. We are going to do this. We don't need this. Okay. And now we're going to say retrieve command log row. Okay, and that should solve it. And then we can add async to here. Okay. So VD on that, load it up, see how it goes. And yeah, Anya, you are totally right that it was an hour ago that I was like, oh yeah, I'll just do this one little thing here. And of course, then another hour goes by. So I don't know what to say about that except for I get a little addicted sometimes. And that's kind of the point of this. We start off, I give myself even just 45 minutes guaranteed, and people can be here. And if they are here, then it spurs me on. And then by the time I get into something, before you know it, it's like, you're right, I care about this dang thing. And I want it to be better, you know, like that is trashy that it crashes. It's not cool. Yeah, exactly. Momentum. Okay, we're gonna select these things, and then we're going to edit one, and then we're gonna repeat input selected, and I can still move, but it's fine, because I did the thing, it's all good. I do want to add a progress in here. It probably should be iter rows, to be honest, but it's fine. Okay, so this is good and good. Okay, so yeah, let me add the blank stuff in here. I put progress in there. I didn't put progress in there. Okay, already broken. And I'm going to clean this up like that. And now we're going to try one more thing here. We're going to load it all up. We're going to select everything. And we're going to run the same command and see if we can edit every single one of this and see both how long it takes and that we can still operate in the middle. This is one of the better changes here, that we're doing this with the passing in the index in a Q command instead of setting the cursor row. And okay, here we go. So let's try it out. So we're going to select everything. Yep. And now we're going to edit one of them. This to say, woo. And then we're going to repeat input selected. And we get a processing %. And we're running all the queued commands. And I don't know, we're just going to watch it go. Computer go brr. It's not the right idea, but it'll get the job done. I see. So now it's going over the rows. So here's the thing. It's going over the rows, queuing the commands up, and then now it's going to do all the queued commands. So, oh, that's so slow. It would have been fine if it had been done. Wow, that's not acceptable. Here we are again, right? I fixed it in the small case, and now it's just not going to work in the large case. That's ridiculous. Why is that taking so long? So queued command, oh, I think, you know why? It's because it's only doing 10 a second, right? I think this is, queued commands are, it's redrawing between every, oh, I can't even go? Is it resetting the, oh, I think the queued command actually is moving the cursor. No, it can't be though. We're moving it to the thing every time. Why is go top? Oh! It is not running the command I thought it was supposed to run. It's calling go top because go top is the most recent command? That's gross. And now it's trying to run it on here maybe even? Ugh. Okay, thanks, Anya. Enjoy. I'll see you tomorrow, I hope. Cheers. Yeah, I should probably... Ugh. Blech. There's a couple of problems in here. I can't let this stand as it is. Like I said, it works. It seems to work in the small, but only if you don't touch anything, and that's not cool. So thanks, Slim Keepy. Oh, so the sheet should be the sheet. That's one of the issues here. If I do that, that's going to help half of it. Okay, well, I guess we will deal with this next time, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'll even leave it locally for the moment. Okay, well, thanks, Wombat, for being here. It's good to see you in the new year, buddy. And thanks everybody who stopped by, like Pinguino and Anya, anyone else who stopped by to say hi. And I will see y'all tomorrow, or whoever's here anyway, tomorrow the same time. Okay, see you next time. Cheers.